Hey, yo, what's good, my friends? As I told you in the last reaction from RA the Rugged Man, I wanted to do Marlon Craft as well because I saw a new track coming up, State of the Union Part 2, and it's actually with an official music video, so I don't know, this is political as well, I guess. We will see. This political party this time, man. This weekend is political. So, Marlon Craft, State of the Union, let's go. Putting up the US flag, but it's wrong, right? Hold on.
They say don't throw stones if you live in a glass home, but America is Ritten's house. Time we took a Ritten's house and rebuilt from the bone.
Oh, he's making some wordplay? He has actually subtitles to this. This is how I noticed it.
They say don't throw stones if you live in a glass home, but America is Ritten's house. Time we took a Ritten's house and rebuilt from the bone. Destruction's irredeemable. Try and stay away from the thought that it's undefeatable. Yeah, cause that's what evil do. Choke you to the point where shit's so bad it don't seem real to you. Create the pain and profit from misrelievers. The pills, violence, the pursuit of money and achievement.
Hold on. Look, I'm gonna put in an info box the RA Rugged Man reaction. I actually noticed it's not a new song from RA because they just made a music video later on. But hey, this is exactly the same matter, man. He's saying the pills, the violence, the pursuit of money and achievement. That was actually what the other song from RA was about too, man.
And profit from misrelievers. The pills, violence, the pursuit of money and achievement. Ain't a heaven and hell, God, but like to think that there be consequences when you make all of your money off of demons. But it seems in this land, that's what gets the most applause. Manipulating each other just to get the most of flaws. Our empathy rarely extend beyond what we can see. On that, it ain't real if it ain't happened to me. If passion could breathe, it be in the ICU. Let's it live somewhere where all the hospital beds was used. That's them about a vaccine.
Ooh, if all the hospital beds were used, man. Health insurance is a thing in the United States, right? They don't really have they have to pay all of their health insurance themselves. Is it insurance in the United States or... I'm not sure how it is going on there. In Germany, we have good health insurance. I can tell.
It ain't happened to me. If passion could breathe, it be in the ICU. Let's it live somewhere where all the hospital beds was used. Asked them about a vaccine. They said my body, my choice. In Texas, outlawed all women's race. Ain't dudes looking like somebody body they voice. Son, I ain't hear a peep. Every time the wolves come around, I ain't hear a sheep.
I mean, look. I don't know about this duty to take the vaccine, right? There's a lot of critics about that in the US. We in Germany, I wouldn't think that that you have to do it is a good thing, right? I wouldn't say that, but actually people should think that taking the vaccine is the right thing. So they're not forced to do it. They should want to do it because COVID is dangerous. You know what I mean?
Every so-called progressive treat democratic presidencies like 8 years of sleep. I'm just saying shit's weak. It's like this shit is just a movie. Once your good gotta win, but he get in, couldn't name the good your good got undid. They say you know who someone really is, you get him near the edge.
Like his how he pronounces the words is really nice. I can really clearly understand almost every word, man. This is really good.
It's like this shit is just a movie. Once your good gotta win, but he get in, couldn't name the good your good got undid. They say you know who someone really is, you get him near the edge. Well, look at our border, you'll find our country's soul there. Looking around at people determined to keep control, but they ain't never even had it in a place that's never known fair. Body cam, service proof of the audacity. Mass shooting casualties accepted mad casually.
Oh, you see he's taking on so many topics now. Look, he's talking about the border and Mexico issue, and what was he talking after that? He was talking about mass shooting casualties, man. This is the thing in the United States. I think nowhere in the world this is such a big thing. Always get to know from this when it happens in the United States.
Accepted mad casually, civilian deaths don't matter at home or abroad. So between us and the machines, who the drones really are. It ain't a system if one guy could stop it. Average Joe getting fucked by Mansion while Biden watches. Them student loans, the ropes around yo and I's pockets. Pay to learn to be in debt while the wealthy guys profit.
About the wealthy and the poor.
The hypocrisy, monotony. Every race judge each other, but all agree on misogyny. Internet
Racism.
revolutionary, shooting off technology. Act like you a fraud soon as you try to affect policy. Yeah.
Look what he says, because he's white, right? He says all the races judge each other. He didn't say judge, right? Oh, he said judge. Every race judge each other. So he's white, so he can't say like he doesn't get racism on himself, right? But he maybe gets treated bad from people who has another skin color or another place where they come from. This is something that can happen, and the problem is that everybody judges each other. We don't try to find talk about it with people who think the same but are from another race. That's a problem, man.
Each other, but all agree on misogyny. Internet revolutionary, shooting off technology. Act like you a fraud soon as you try to affect policy. Yeah. Whole generation of look at me, I read Marx, but work for a corporation.
I read Marx. He read Marx, man.
Look at me, I read Marx, but work for a corporation.
But I read Marx, but work for a corporation, man. This is how he really thinks, man.
Everything performative. I ain't different. I sit on the left, but got way more to give. Instead, I'm taking my first. I'm not broke checks to buy throwback jerseys that we just couldn't afford as kids. My inner child trying to be glorious too. Just like you, my trauma hurts. We all damaged goods. But I'm just saying, there's a lot that if we can, we should. Got us to conflate mass production with quality and fame with validation. They like if everybody ain't loving.
Oh, it's about capitalism. This is about capitalism. He named Marx and then he said, now I can afford things and try to celebrate about it, but I can't, man. I can't celebrate about the things that I can afford now.
Should. Got us to conflate mass production with quality and fame with validation. They like if everybody ain't love it, they wouldn't make it. Nah, it's they no love it or not that you gonna take it, cause only ego is sacred to you. Live on its flimsy branches, but don't really know all of the roots of your behavior, do you? And most of corporate spokespeople, they just say shit through you. People lying on toxic shit they ain't do to influence you and get paper through you.
Ooh. He says he's talking about the influencers now. They telling lies to you to sell a product to you and make paper from the company they're making the advertisement to.
Underneath the hatred, who you? It ain't so hard to pronounce a pronoun, dog. We ain't know then what we know now, dog. Don't even know you. Focus on what you like your ass called. At the same time, acting like them changes gonna be profound when ain't a verb in sight. Cause it's amateur night and only shit that's turning pros nouns. More things, more stars, more rings. Lot of empty gestures. You had some values when you was young.
Hey, I want to say at this point, because I didn't mention it yet, that his flow is very special in a way, because he do it in a way you always know it's Marlon Craft, you know? I tend to tell that the flow of many people is unique, but his style is so that it's remarkable, man. It's remarkable.
More things, more stars, more rings. Lot of empty gestures. You had some values when you was young. Lot of empty nesters. A lot of let's be betters, but a lot of get these checks first. Lot of attention seeking disguised as hefty efforts. A lot of diamond chains disguised as hefty net worths. A lot of big chested dudes behind desks who forgot the legwork. We all gon' be revealed eventually. Little time to fix it all. We in need of centuries. Rather smile in the fire than languish in levity. Except it's not the enemy. Fighting is longevity. Win or lose for skeptics be. We just can't be letting we go. Try and be the version of me that's for us. Cause living in them shallow waters lead to a deep mistrust. Yeah. Healing's not a feeling, it's a problem.
Hold on. There was some kind of picture in this. Like about the waters, man. What did he say?
Lose for skeptics be. We just can't be letting we go. Try and be the version of me that's for us. Cause living in them shallow waters lead to a deepening mistrust.
Cause living in them shallow waters lead to deepening mistrust. Alright. That's a nice picture, man.
Trust, yeah. Healing's not a feeling, it's a process. Progress not an object, it's a concept. Humanity's a conscience, not a contest. It's time we confess, cause they've been putting on a show.
I like how he puts it that together, man. He said, humanity's a conscience, not a contest. Man, that's nice.
These a conscience, not a contest. It's time we confess, cause they've been putting on a show. And we've been on set from the onset, but smiling in the face of woe and keep going's all we gon' get for catharsis. And that's enough, trust me, to make it underneath all of the fear where the love be. That's where I'm trying to go, and I'd love company. So whatever feel inevitable in this young country, we still got a choice, you still got a voice. Time to change, so them trophies that they still trying to hoist. Going down swinging don't mean you can't go down living. So I'ma live it to the end.
This is so deep. This is so deep, man. You still have a choice. You still have a vote. But he doesn't mean that, right? He means like you have a choice how to live your life. You have to make money somehow, but man, I don't know. What choice do we have, man?
Saw them trophies that they still tryna hoist. Going down swinging don't mean you can't go down living. So I'ma live it to the end. Even if I got no saying when, I got the how, and you won't find that on the fence. You won't find that on the fence, motherfucker, no. Ain't a big God guy, but if she exists and was trying to teach us about us, we're more perfect than this. As we prioritize band-aids for ourselves and next of kin, instead of trying to heal world wounds that are generations in. This COVID here to stay.
He says we take the first band-aids for us over to heal a whole generation, to heal the whole society, man. Alright? It's interesting.
Band-aids for ourselves and next of kin, instead of trying to heal world wounds that are generations in. This COVID here to stay, cause all we think about is me, and can't envision eyes, one in the global community. Our demise will be that failure, thinking we can hoard science. Our inaction is action, thinking we can ignore violence. A team only as good as its 12th man's health, and we've been raping and pillaging our bench for centuries. Welcome to the repercussions, possibly the ending. We finger pointing to avoid that we our own enemies. What if instead of pretending we harness that fight and that fuel to be all that we pretend to be? You'll always be waiting if you wait until you ready, B. I'm looking in the mirror like, when you gonna set you free?
This was way deeper than Rugged's man's song. I mean, I wouldn't say his song wasn't deep, but he was more on the pictures, man. He was more on the pictures of violence and war and kids who take pills and get to like zombies from the medicine and kind of stuff. But this was really, he wants to make the people think, man. He wants to make the people think. This is really a thing, man.
Free.
Alright, next political song on my channel, man. If you enjoyed the reaction, please leave a sub and hit the bell, then you're good to go to never miss a reaction again. And actually, I wish you the very best. Stay healthy, stay well, and farewell.